What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman. I'm going to be doing another install video. This time I'm going to be focusing on the headlight with the grill. I got this grill off Amazon. It's about 23 bucks. So basically what I have to do right now is I have to take the tank off. That way I can get to the headlight and the wiring, remove it, slide this on the back side, and connect it together. So that's what I'm going to do. It's super simple. It should only take about 10 minutes in real time, but we'll see how it goes. So one thing you have to watch out for is to not scratch your tank. So you're going to need to have a crescent wrench on the other side holding the nut while you're taking this off. It's just a matter of just keep going until it completely comes off. So the next step is to take the seat off. That way I can take the other bolt off and lift the tank. It makes it super simple and super easy to get one of these. It's just a thumb screw type thing for your rear seat. I'll have a link in the description on Amazon. It's super cheap, about $5 and you can get it going. Ooh, that is dirty. Okay, now it's just a matter of removing this last one right here. So you're gonna have to disconnect this right here. This is the fuel line. It's just gonna be a simple push in and kind of pull out, and then you have a battery position right here. So the one thing you wanna do, because you're working around flammable liquids and flammable vapors, you're gonna wanna disconnect the battery, just the main fuse. That way there's no electricity going through right now. And that's just this thing right here. I just leave it right there, set it down, that way I don't lose it. You're gonna get a little bit of fuel on you. Don't worry too much about that. So just go ahead and lift it off and set it off to the side. So now that I got the tank off, I need to get to the headlight right here and disconnect that's behind here. That way I can take the headlight off and slide the back plate of the grill onto it and then slide it on and screw it on and put it all back together. There we go, Jesus. So now that I got this disconnected from the inside of here, I need to feed it through, and now I need to take the headlight off from the speedometer. So I have something different. I have a speedo relocation from Roland Sands. What you guys probably have if you have a stock headlight system is that you just need to take a nut from the top and unscrew it and the whole thing comes out. For me, I have to take this part off from the speedo itself and remove it. So this is the nut I was talking about. On yours, you just take off that little cap and you're able to take that off. For me though, I have to take the whole thing off. Okay, everybody, so this is what I was talking about when it comes time to take this nut off. This is going to be a 19mm socket, at least for mine. I'm unsure if it changed from the stock Harley Sportster to the Roland Sands one. I believe I'm still using the same hardware from the stock. Really sucks when you don't have a workbench to work on. I'm used to working in my garage, but I live in an apartment now to where now I have to do everything like this. So even if you don't have a garage, this is something that you can definitely do in the parking lot. All right, so this is what you're left with. You're left with the bolt sitting up, and then you need to take this part off. Make sure you don't lose any of the parts. So you take this off. Now this is the WZAMIC LED Daymaker headlight. This was an easy install. It was just a matter of plug and play right here. And it fits perfectly and it's super bright. If you guys want to see that, there's a link in the description or in the card in the upper right. Super easy install. It took us 6 minutes to do this. All right, so this is what I was talking about. The reason why I had to take the headlight off completely is this needs to come around the back side and then this screws in. So you can tell it's threaded on the inside. So what you're gonna do is feed the wire and feed the nut or the bolt, whatever it is, through. Is you're going to screw it on. So now that you have the back plate wrapped around and then you have this on, you start screwing it together. So remember, this right here is going to be the top point. So whichever way you want your grill facing, if you want it vertically or horizontally, make sure that's what you do. You need to set it in a position and then you can go ahead and just keep tightening it. Be careful not to scratch your LED headlight. So now that you have this on here, one thing to keep in mind that if you are ever going to have to change your light bulb out or you're going to need to do anything, you don't have this anymore. You basically replace this with this. So it's just a matter of unscrewing it or adjusting it that way. So you don't have to do any of this stuff anymore. You don't have to take the gas tank off. You don't have to take the light itself off. You just unscrew this and there you go. So now go ahead and attach the bolt back on. And for you guys that are using the stock headlight, it's just a matter of sliding that bolt back into the housing on the frame itself and then tightening back on and putting that little cap back on. For me, since I have the roll and stands Speedo relocation, I have the base plate right here and I gotta attach it back to the Speedo. All right, so now I'm gonna install it back onto my Speedo relocation and kind of feed this back through here and then reconnect everything. Now that I have this hooked up, I gotta feed this wire back into this system right here and then put everything back together and see if it all works. Whenever I install something, it's like a pain in the ass. Like something's just gotta go wrong. All right, now that you connected this, if you took any zip ties off here, it's recommended to go ahead and just put them back on. Having good cable management will make things a little bit easier and it looks a lot nicer. Now we gotta put the gas tank back on. Make sure you use the correct bolts. There's gonna be one longer, one shorter. The long one goes in the front, the shorter one goes in the back. So then now you just connect everything back up, connect the fuel line, connect the overflow, and then you connect the electronics. So now that you have the whole gas tank connected, everything's hooked up, everything's good. Go ahead and connect your fuse back in. So what that does is basically connects your battery back to the electrical system. You're completing the circuit. Go ahead and slide the seat back on. There you go. That is a grill for your headlight. Let's go ahead and check the brights, see if the brights are working, make sure all the connections are good. There we go. So that was the install of the Sportster grill for your headlight. Super simple. It did take me a little while. There are some things that kind of was a roadblock for me, which was the electrical system. That's going to take a little while. But for the most part, getting this on there has not been a problem. It's just a matter of taking time and just having patience. Now, the one thing that I did notice that this is a little bit loose. As you can tell, just a little bit loose. What I'm gonna do is go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and get some foam or get some type of high density foam stuff and put it on the inside of this inner part that screws in. So I'm gonna take this off, slide this back, put it on the inside, pull it back out, screw it back on. So overall, pretty simple install. It's just a matter of having the right tools and having the patience to do it. Okay guys, if you like this kind of stuff, click that subscribe button. Right next to it, there's a notification bell. If you click that, you'll be notified every single time I post a video. I make install videos, I do Harley Sportster motovlogs, I go off-road all the time. If you guys like that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe. So guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to buy this exact grill that I have, there is a link in the description. It's Amazon, it's about $24. But other than that guys, have a great day. I'll see you later.